we have 4 sailors that are going along for the World Championship. Started with me, I'm the skipper of the boat. My job and the role is to make sure that I plan the tactics as well as power the boat. I steer the boat as well. And then we have, moving forward, I would have Sweta in front of me. She's an Asian Games silver medalist from the 2018 Asian Games. And her job is to be the trimmer as well as the tactician on board. Moving forward, we have Captain Vivek Shanbagh, who's going to be the dedicated crew as well as the person who helps with setting up the sails and settings as such. And moving forward, we have Arvind, who's going to be the bowman, who will take care of getting the pole out and the sails out as such. I was actually a crew, not come into the helm's role and trying to get that going. So.
What's harder? Which of the 4 roles are harder?
If you ask me, I'd say clearly the crew. Look at the blisters in my hand.
No, I'll agree. I've done crewing myself, so I understand there's a lot more hard work which goes. It looks easy from outside, but yeah, these guys go through a lot more.
I mean, if I have to break it down, it's brains and bronze, right? Like the helm is actually the brain. Right? They tell you the strategy, how to go. Yeah, look out for the competition. Crew is just pure brawn. Like, you just pull the ropes. You see a lot of rope work will be happening over there. Tuning. I mean, those nuances, that 20% is what gives you that 80% output. So coordination and teamwork is the main thing. Usually you see the Olympic classes pretty much like a single person doing it. So it's all in their head. Right now there are 4 people who need to coordinate. And clearly we are quite diverse, right? We're from different age category, gender, we're from different geographies also. Sweta's from Bombay, we're from Chennai. So getting all of us in the same place without any fundraising support. So quite challenge.
So actually since 2019, thanks to Captain, what has happened is once we came back, we actually started having a lot more racing within the country as well. And we started using the boat for various other challenges as well. So now we have actually, quite recently, we have done a long distance sailing where we sailed from Chennai to Mandapam and back. And we helped set a world record. So we did this with Tamil Nadu Police. And it was the first time, the world record is basically first police force in the world to sail more than 5 nautical miles. So we have actually started spending a lot more time on the boat, which has actually helped us understand the boat way better. And in terms of racing, we don't only race on GATs, we go and race on everything else. So actually last week, me, Captain Arvind, we went to Mysore and we won the first night championship in India. So it was on a different class of boat, but the teamwork remains the same. The basic principle remains the same. So we keep racing. Wherever we get opportunity, we keep racing. And that's what builds the whole team together. Last time when we were training, we didn't really know how to really tune the boat. There's a lot of tuning which happens off water, which we didn't have much experience because we didn't have enough of racing experience with top people. Right? So once you start competing with the best, you learn a lot of things from them. And that's what we had learned, at least how to tune the boat. The basic racing skills remain the same. So all of us knew racing skill really well, but we just didn't know how to tune the boats really well. That's what we had learned, and when we went for Asian Championship, we actually ended up finishing 4th, which was really good because again, the amount, we don't have a fleet to practice with. Now, if you go to Spain, there are about 100 boats which practice every Saturday, Sunday. Right? We have about 4 boats. We try and do every time, like every weekend, we try and do something new. So that's the constraint, but our level of racing is good. Like our tactics have never been bad. So looking at the constraint, because of the economics of the sport as such, there are only 2 places that we could have trained. One is either Bombay or Chennai, because these boats are only available there. Now, as you rightly asked, the condition in US is going to be colder compared to here. Right? Heavy winds as such. So I think in terms of European standards, Chennai has that kind of weather. It's only that temperature difference is going to be the challenge. But there's no other place that we could have actually gone and trained to take such big boats. A world championship can typically cost you, depend on which country you're flying to, but it can cost you from 20 lakhs to almost 30 lakhs in total. Including the training, pre-training, post-training, and this.
For all 4 of us.
All 4 of us, yeah. Not for one person, for the whole team. So, for US alone, for us, the flights alone are coming to almost 6 lakhs for each person to fly and come back. Apart from that, the boat charter is the most expensive part, where it comes down to almost 6 lakhs. 5 lakhs of the boat, then we have to give
Insurance.
insurance, and then there's damage deposit that we have to submit. Apart from that, there's entry fee of about a lakh. Then our accommodation comes down to almost 6 to 7 lakhs. Then we have to hire a transport to go in and around.
So if I can summarize what we say, we put in 3 buckets. One is on-ground pre-event, where we are practicing right now. There's boat involved. There are lusters involved. There's rescue boat involved. So we need to play then. That's like pre-practice. That takes about 20% of the overall thing. Then the actual travel and accommodation. So people flying down US, staying there for 15 days, acclimatizing, food, transport, stay. That comes the major chunk, about 50%. Remaining 30%, it's all about the boat charter, boat travel, and other miscellaneous stuff. So, yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
roughly, it's coming down to about 27 lakhs. For a country, it also goes with economics. These are all leisure sports which are quite expensive, and the major challenge here is most of these equipments are made abroad, they're not made in India. Right? So unless that local manufacturing starts in, the costs are never going to come down. But all said and done, the sport has been here for a very long time, been over 100 years. Brands have always done whatever they could, but it also the government has to change their policies to help all these support these sports. Right? The most of the time, any brand tells us, can you just give us that creative thing? Right? That's what they're looking for in terms of even if it's spend. Whereas the new perspective hasn't come in that okay, we have to support the sport as such. Mind, the thought process still hasn't kicked in. And I think over a period of time, new brands should come and like people like us, when we have started a company where we are trying to focus on spreading awareness about these sports, I think slowly the brands will also come. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the whole aim is to actually perform at the highest level, and seeing the fleet size that we have and the experience that we all hold, I think somewhere in the top 10 would be really good for us. I mean, I like to be a little more practical, and yeah, so that top 10 is something which is achievable, and I think with the experience that we have on board, we should be able to make it.
I'm trying to be the optimist over here. Yeah. You have to crack it at top 5. Because clearly it's 40 degrees out there and we are practicing, the blisters on our skin, handling a day job and this one. I think once you put in this, you tend to be optimistic about the output. But having said that, we don't want to stop with just this one. Sailing is a circuit on its own. Like how you have your F1 circuit, right? There's a full map out there. Sailing has its own map out there. So when we say crowdfunding, we want to reach out to people, it's not just for this one thing. It's not a one-time thing. This will give us a confidence saying that can we be from a semi-pro athlete to a pro athlete where we do this for a living. Of course, we need a lot of helping hands to support us and power us through. This could be the starting seed where we get ourselves to the World Sailing Circuit. From there, we want to spread our wings and go and be part of other places, represent the country. So, I mean, that's our pursuit. Yeah.